Hey guys, how's it going? It's the Crypto Lark here. Today we're going to be talking about top 10 coins to keep an eye on under $20 million market cap. Now before we get into those coins, give me a quick shout out as always to everyone who has been hitting that like button. Of course, everybody who has been subscribing to the channel. Thank you very much for your continued support of the channel. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure you hit that button down below to stay up to date with all of the latest in the crypto space. Furthermore, this is of course not professional financial advice, guys. This is just a dude talking about cryptocurrencies on the internet. And in particular, because we're talking about coins that are a bit farther down the scale, please do your own investigations before running off and throwing your own money into them. These are slightly riskier projects. Now, the reason I want to talk about these coins is because there are some really great projects out there much farther down the list. They don't get as much press because they're not, making super huge, sick gains. It's the reality of the situation. But they're still really great projects, and they actually offer huge potential as an investor if you get into them at these early stages. Now look, I'm risk averse. Most of my portfolio is top 50 and above. Most of that even in the top 10. The gains are smaller, but you have more stability. Well, as much stability as you get for the cryptocurrency market. But certainly there's safer coins with well-developed communities, etc., etc. Farther down you go, you find different projects. They're struggling to build their communities. They're struggling to get that media attention and all these different things. But there's some potentially really good projects out here. Now, the first one we're going to talk about is Deep Onion. Great name, by the way. Anonymous, 100% untraceable cryptocurrency sent through the Tor network as advertised. Now, look, privacy coins are super hot. You guys know this. This is a Tor coin. Now, look, Tor is a very simple way to provide privacy to your coin, keeping it real, but it's effective. Other coins have done it and done very well. You could look at Verge, for example. They're basically mainly focused on using the Tor network, and they've done very, very well. Now, if you look as comparison, they've only got a $10 million market cap. So a lot of room for Deep Onion to grow here. The other one I want to talk about is actually another privacy coin, and that's Hush. Hush, again, very interesting privacy coin too. Again, we've got, it's a proof of work coin. Maximum supply will be 21 million. There was a little bit of a pre-mine though, but at least they're straight up about that. Anonymous, safe, fast, all the usual stuff you would expect from a privacy coin. It's a privacy coin, guys. It's a $3 million market cap privacy coin. $1.48 a piece. Max supply 21 million, but there's only 2.2 million in circulating supply right now. Now, this is one where think about potentially mining this coin. If you have a GPU at home, mine a few hundred of them. Forget about it. Look back in a couple years. Or if you're thinking about investing in it, go pick a few up and just, again, forget about it for a while. It's at such a cheap price right now where you can kind of get that, I'm going to risk a few bucks, throw it in there. Maybe something will come out of it. Maybe not. If this were to get up, for example, to levels of like PIVX in a year or 2 years, wow, that's like a 100x gain. If you go from a $3 million market cap to a $300 million market cap, you'd feel pretty good if you bought it for $1.50. Something to think about. Next one we have is Etherparty. Etherparty, woo! Yeah. All right. I love the name. This is great. Smart contract creator. Now, this is a really, really interesting project. I like this one a lot. Smart contract creation tool. Create smart contracts on any compatible blockchain. Awesome. Really, really awesome. Multi-blockchain. It doesn't require any programming knowledge. You simply have this nice, easy platform here where you can come, whack it all together, and get yourself a smart contract. Cool. This is really, 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 really nice. You don't need to be a smart contract programmer to be able to create smart contracts. This will be a powerful tool moving forward. Now, Etherparty is currently trading just below the $20 million market cap. In fact, by the time you watch this video, it might even be back above a $20 million market cap. But nevertheless, it's definitely got a lot of potential as a project. Next up, we have our good buddy Everex. Everex is a company focused on doing cross-border remittances. They've already done test studies between Thailand and Myanmar. They've got more in the loop. Partnerships have been made with some really great blockchain projects. Not to mention, of course, they're going to bring in lending services for people who have a hard time getting credit. A lot of potential here for Everex, and it's just one of those coins that it's suffered. It's just been chilling, fairly low market cap for quite a while. In fact, it's taken a big hit recently as a lot of other coins just surged past. It's down to number 250 on coin market cap. Under $20 million currently, of course, as well. This is one of those coins just waiting for a few big partnerships to be announced, and back up it goes. If they can get those partnerships. Again, guys, there's always that risk with investing in these coins that have been, taking some hits in the market. Next up, we have SunContract. Now look, SunContract came out just before PowerLedger. PowerLedger is really good at marketing. And of course, there was a lot of excitement around PowerLedger because of it being in Australia and the people involved and the high-level investors and, them going out to Richard Branson's island and stuff like that. They got a lot of attention. Now, SunContract, also a decentralized energy market player. They're doing kind of similar things. You can come over here and check out, again, some more of that information. But they just never got that press. Now, this is a Slovenian company. They're mainly focusing in Europe right now. Whereas, of course, PowerLedger is focusing in Australia, Southeast Asia, of course, global potential without a doubt, but SunContract's just there slowly ticking along, doing their thing. It's a really nice project. They've got a good community of people behind them. It's just one of those projects. It's kind of been suffering price-wise for quite a while. Hasn't got that media attention that you really need to see this big surge come behind it. Currently $17.2 million market cap. Definite potential here. If it even got to half the value of PowerLedger, you'd be looking at a pretty profitable return on SunContract. And of course, you get that warm fuzzy because, you're helping support the renewable energy future brought to us courtesy of the blockchain. Next up, we have KickICO. Now, they had an ICO themselves, of course, and they've just taken hits and hits and hits in the market ever since then, although they are a fully functioning platform now. And it's a great platform. Actually, I invested in the Universa ICO using KickICO because why wouldn't you? I got 4% KickICO coins back. Cool. That's a nice little bonus, isn't it? And look, they've got INS going right now. They just finished up with Universa, which did very well. 26,000 Ether. They had Hacken on here as well. And not to mention they throw out some, video game platforms and stuff like this as well. So they've been doing very well, just quietly in the background. They've been making partnerships with lots of different players across the blockchain space. Not to mention they're just rocking out the ICOs one after another. And some quite good ones, some very, very popular ones as well, actually. So this is one to keep an eye on. Again, way down in the market. It's only a $13 million market cap at the moment. It's one of these ones, again, you saw it came up and it's lost just massive value as people just dumped it on the market, got out, and then just down it went, down it went, down it went, down it went, down it went. It's tough, especially for these post-ICO ones that just came out and suffered. And, we are in a flooded market right now where even cool projects get hammered. So much of it's about, getting that media attention, getting that marketing, finding, the in. And even if you have a great project, doesn't always mean you get that attention. Genesis Vision is one that has been getting a pretty good amount of attention recently. Super, super early days for Genesis Vision. They are essentially the evolution of financial markets. Essentially what you can do with Genesis Vision, you can get onto their platform, find fund managers which are successful, traders which are successful, have ratings which prove that they are successful. You can invest with those people and try to ride along on their success, essentially. Very cool idea. Now, this is run by a very capable team of people, the lead of who, ran the software for the St. Petersburg Stock Exchange. So really cool, really great potential here. Now, this is, again, one that's right on the cusp of $20 million. So, again, by the time you watch this, it might be over the $20 million market cap, but a lot of potential here. Getting out on Genesis Vision at $5. This has just come off the ICO recently. Well above ICO price at the moment. It's really been a great return for investors already, and there is a lot of hype around it, a lot of excitement around Genesis Vision. Certainly one that moving forward can see some real big potential as a couple $100 million market cap once they get the platform out, once they start producing. Again, now is not a bad time to get involved. Next one's MyBit. Now, this is one that's been getting quite a lot of hype recently as well. This allows you to basically invest in new inventions, invest in machines that generate revenue, as they say here. So if someone's going to create some solar panels, for example, you can invest in those solar panels. It's a very interesting idea. Obviously, you do have to worry, well, is that going to work? Yeah, it sounds great on paper. Let's see the practical implications of it as that rolls out. Will you be able to, effectively use this platform? But it's an ambitious idea, and it's an interesting idea without a doubt. So definitely one to keep your eyes on. It's only at a $5 million market cap right now, which is, again, super low. A lot of potential. Number 400 on CoinMarketCap. A lot of risk as well. Something to keep in mind. Next up is ClearPool. Now, in case you weren't aware, there's a massive problem online of trying to run opinion polls. Basically, they all just get totally swarmed by bots, basically all the time. It's really hard to run an honest poll. And so ClearPool is trying to solve that problem. And you might not think, well, okay, social public opinion polls, that's not so super important, is it? Well, it is and it isn't. It's really good for organizations to understand how the public feels, what their customers want, what their supporters want. Even me, I do the community coin once a week where I ask you guys what coin you want to see. And, I was using one website, but it just got crazily hit by bots. It was nuts. I would have 4,000 or 5,000 views on my video, and then 15,000 hits for the poll. So it's a problem. It's a real problem. They're trying to solve that, and so that is pretty cool. Now, they're currently worth $16.4 million on the market cap. Hard to say what the valuation of a company that will do this very niche thing will be. Perhaps $16 million is the correct valuation for ClearPool. That's hard to say. If they get some high-level partnerships, say with, I don't know, Twitter or someone like this, wow, that would be a whole different story, wouldn't it? We'd see ClearPool shoot right up. But again, it is a risk as always. And finally, this one is probably one of the most exciting projects under $20 million right now, Horizon State. Now, these guys are getting amazing partnerships, like they partnered with a UN body recently, for example. Really cool project. They are trying to bring voting to the blockchain, essentially. And that's fantastic. Now, it's an amazing use of blockchain. Really has the potential to make voting fair, to eliminate or at least cut down massively on corruption. Really powerful stuff. Now, this is one that has really rocketed post ICO. They only raised like $1.5 million or something like that in the ICO. They're up to about 9.5 million in the market cap right now. So they've been doing pretty well according to those metrics. Obviously, as more partnerships get announced moving forward, there's a real potential for this to grow, especially if they can get, some big corporates or some big NGOs, some other UN bodies, for example, to sign on. Really amazing potential. Anyway, guys, that's just my top 10 list. You guys can put any others you think that are really exciting down in the comment section. If you are going to put some of those down in the comment section, put your reasoning why. Why do you think X token, under $20 million market cap, deserves attention from anyone else reading the comment section? Always, of course, really curious to see, what you guys think and, which projects you think are really, really exciting or not. Anyway, guys, that is all from the CryptoLark. Long live the blockchain, and peace out till next time, guys.